Previously on Continuum.
You shot him. You shot Travis.
Kagami was very specific. I take over Liberate.
We would be the most upset to find out that the Coalition Kings were working with the big bad Liberate.
Raoul Walford, the West Coast Syndicate.
I spent the last 20 years thinking I was the only one who made it through from 2077.
I'm looking to set up a new venture. Also looking for talented visionaries to do visionary work. You know, mold the future.
Where you at? I'll give you two.
What are you doing here, Kira?
Isn't it obvious?
You tracked me.
I put a beacon in your coat. I had no choice. Who was he?
I don't know him. He wanted directions. Why do you care?
Hannah, you told me you were done with this. You promised. Give them to me. Hannah, I said, give them to me.
Look, it's just for the odd time, Kira. I don't need it every day.
I don't believe you.
No, don't, Kira. Kira, don't. Kira, don't! You're supposed to be my big sister, not my keeper. I worry about you. These people have emancipated themselves from the slavery of the system. Your system.
It's the same story every time, Hannah. Please. Please let me help you.
I don't want your help. I don't need it. Leave me alone.
2077. My time, my city, my family. When terrorists killed thousands of innocents, they were condemned to die. They had other plans. A time travel device sent us all back 65 years. I want to get home, but I can't be sure what I will return to if history is changed. Their plan? To corrupt and control the present in order to win the future. What they didn't plan on was me.
Bikers? Really, Sonya?
The Coalition Kings are the main rivals to the Syndicate gang that we set up for the mayor's killing. They delivered, and they're well placed to help us with our Theseus situation.
Well, you better be right.
Have you made the arrangements that we discussed?
Everything's in place. 1, 2, 3, carry the 8. No. April, June, and November. 31's the other dates.
Hey, so this guy's asking for Kira, and they were gonna send him away, but I thought maybe you'd want to talk to him.
You should straighten that, you know.
Yeah, I do. Thanks, buddy.
Straight.
How you doing? Hey, Detective Finegger. I actually think we met.
Oh, it's Jason. I'm looking for Kira, police person, very attractive.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. How do you know Kira exactly?
I have some very important information. I need to get it to her.
Okay, well, she's not here, but I can relay it.
No, don't worry, I'll tell her myself.
Like I said, she's not here, so.
Will you tell her then that I think we got freelancers?
Freelancers.
Yeah. She'll know what I mean.
This wouldn't happen to have anything to do with the bombing, would it?
Don't know anything about that.
And the freelancers, they wouldn't be involved either.
I didn't say that.
So what are you saying?
What have you heard?
I thought you were giving me the
I
information.
gave you the information.
Freelancers.
I'll write it down. Can I have a pen for just...
You gotta try it, I'm telling you. It does these amazing things with your memory.
Yeah, like you still got one.
No, seriously. You remember stuff with this laser focus. Alec?
No, I'm good.
Why would you settle for good when this flash shit makes you great? Tracy.
Yeah, why not?
Check this out.
Now that's just weird.
You just use like eye drops, okay? Just think of something, anything, and it triggers a vivid flashback of the event like you're there again, okay? Concert, first kiss, first shag. Hell, even shit that hasn't happened if you can just imagine it like it did. World-class head trip. Let's go.
Maybe I should drive.
Don't worry about it. Laser vision.
Hey, man, slow it down. Well, I appreciate the ride home.
You want to tell me what happened before you go in?
Just a sprain.
That's not what I'm talking about. You and Ricky are lucky to be alive.
Look, I didn't take anything, okay?
But Ricky did. You have no idea what you're dealing with, Alec. This isn't some everyday joyride.
I said I didn't take anything. Jeez, just back off.
This drug, Flash, it shouldn't be around for decades.
Are you saying it's from the future?
Made with knowledge from the future. In my time, it's known as retrieval.
And what does it do?
It was originally developed for Alzheimer's patients before they cured that. It was only administered under the strictest protocols. But then it got out. And people looking to escape their lives got lost in their own past. I need you to find me everything you can on Flash. Where it's coming from, emergency room records, first-hand accounts, anything.
All right, will do.
Alec, I'm really glad you're okay.
Julian, I brought you some more books.
And your father's journals, like you asked. Look. That day, in that building, 5 top executives from big pharmaceutical companies were meeting. Executives who were in competition with each other. All 5 of the companies have denied that the meeting even took place until life insurance policies on the dead executives were paid out. It's all over the news.
So what, they were colluding?
Suppressing cures to sell medicine. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Kagame, he told me that the truth would reveal itself.
And you revealed it.
No, I didn't. He did. I was just a dupe, if anything.
No, don't say that.
I was. Okay, but thank you for bringing this for me.
I'm worried for you.
I'll be okay. I'm gonna figure this out. All right, I want to.
Flash hit wide 2 weeks ago. It's billed as your memories on steroids. The drug squad still doesn't know where it's being sourced.
Then we just got word on a 4th death this morning. The problem is we have no idea how much product is out there.
Why do you think it's Liberate?
Sonia Valentine has the requisite medical knowledge. We already know that she's in bed with the Coalition Kings. Maybe the drugs are payment for services.
Yeah, but what services?
I don't know.
Well, if we can't kill the dragon, at least we can stop feeding it. Let's find out where the drugs are coming from and shut it down.
I'm on it. I'll coordinate with the drug squad.
Any other ideas if this turns out to be unrelated to Liberate?
I have 1 or 2 possibilities I can check out.
Keep me in the loop.
All this Liberate rhetoric about personal rights and freedoms. At the end of the day, they're nothing but a bunch of thugs.
Don't worry. We got your back. Anyone so much as looks at you cross-eyed, the Coalition Kings will tune them up. Name's Gus.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank that Sonya chick. She's making sure you're the safest guy inside these walls.
Kira, what a lovely surprise. Make yourself at home. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have freshened up.
What do you know about Flash?
Grandmaster, right? Hip-hop icon, invented the crossfader. I used the Google.
Flash as in the drug that's killing people all over the city.
But leaving smiles on their faces. I did read something about that. Sounds a lot like Retrevenol.
Doesn't it, though? Is it you, Matthew?
Excuse me?
Your latest enterprise? My money's on Sonia, but you're not above this kind of thing.
I've got the world by the short hairs. I am on the ride of my life. Now, why exactly would I stoop to selling street drugs?
Because it's lucrative? Because you have the morals of a sea slug?
It's not a bad theory. Except I'm absolutely innocent. And there's not many things I could say that about. You know, I was really hoping that we could get a fresh start, given that we'll probably be seeing a lot more of each other these days.
And you base that on what?
On how close a bond we both have now with, you know, with Alec.
You have something to say to me, now would be the time.
Alec and I are in the process of forging a business alliance. I'm surprised he didn't mention it.
You did this to get back at me.
Now that's a touch egocentric. The kid is a venture capitalist's dream. It's like finding Steve Wozniak at 18.
You have no right to drag Alec into your world.
You've got it backwards, my darling. He dragged us into his, remember?
At the age of 80, he is now 18 years old.
And old enough to decide for himself.
Alec has a destiny to fulfill, and you're intervening. Why? Because you feel like it.
Kira, relax. I don't want to change history, okay? I just want a ringside seat. Kira, you there?
Kind of busy right now.
Yeah, you know what? This isn't a great time for me either.
There's this neighborhood watch social network. It's lighting up over multiple shooting at the airport. I don't think it's on the cops' radar yet.
Good work, Alec. Send me the coordinates and I'll loop in Carlos.
He is something, isn't he?
You screw with that kid's life and you will answer to me. That is a promise.
These are all coalition kings.
You think it's gang on gang?
Well, if it isn't, someone sure wanted it to look that way.
Looks like they never saw it coming.
So, on top of civil unrest and a drug epidemic, you're telling me I've got a gang war on my hands.
I'm not sure we know enough to call it a gang war. Just yet.
You must have a working theory.
Well, the Kings have been trading hits with the Syndicate for the last 14 months. Walford's out on bail. Maybe he's trying to get payback for whoever set him up. Whatever these guys did, somebody's trying to eradicate them for it.
City's teetering on the brink. This might just be enough to push it over the edge.
Maybe that's what Liberate's counting on. Only one of these guys got a shot off.
These guys weren't out on a Sunday stroll. These are hardcore killers.
Hunters became the hunted. Look at the positions. They were planning to surprise whoever their target was.
You mean targets, right? There must have been multiple shooters to take this many guys down.
Actually, they were all shot by a single shooter, standing or crouching somewhere around here.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Happened fast.
Single gunman. That's impossible. No one could retarget that fast at this range.
Unless it was a badass super soldier. Didn't we just let one of those slip away?
Travis Verda.
So if Sonya is with the Kings and they're at war with Travis, you don't suppose that...
Trouble in paradise. The enemy of my enemy and all that.
If it's true, we should be able to use this to our advantage.
We should also expect a lot more killing. If Sonya is trying to take down Travis, next time she'll be coming with a platoon.
Have a drink, Lucas. You need to take the edge off. What's the problem?
I don't even know where to start.
Try.
I feel like you're not taking this Travis situation seriously.
Really? I crawled into bed with gangsters.
And you're not comfortable with that?
It runs counter to everything I believe and the message that Liberate needs to see it in this time.
They may be the only thing between us and Travis. You need an army, and the Coalition Kings are supposed to provide that in return for the drugs.
I was hoping to find a nonviolent path to achieve our goals.
We can get what we want if we ask politely. That's how we got our asses kicked.
Ideas are more powerful than guns. They're the only way to prevail against a stronger enemy. That's the message Kagami left.
Yeah. Right before he blew up a building full of people. The next time you go up against Travis, you tell me what you'd rather be backing. A great idea or this?
Jay seems a little skittish, so thanks for the help. Maybe...
Yeah, I get it. No problem. See you later.
Yeah.
Is that him? Is that him?
Yeah, but that's not why I'm here. Carlos said you came to see me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if you were gonna get that message.
Yeah, I think it lost a little something in the translation. He said something about freelancers?
Yeah, I didn't want to alarm you, but I wanted to let you know that they're here and they're after me. And oh, if you find a body turned all inside out with the intestines hanging up from the trees, don't worry about the DNA, it'll be mine.
Okay, who are they, Jason, these freelancers?
Itinerant time travelers. Like prospectors, adventurers, fugitives. They come in all colors. Some say that they're here to protect the timeline from abuse. Some say they are the abusers.
Okay, well, how long have they been here?
Where do you think the telescope came from?
I always assumed Galileo.
Atomic bomb, cold fusion, Jerry Garcia ice cream. Whenever there's a quantum leap in technology, you're gonna find freelancers. I mean, they might not be doing the inventing, but they're at least pulling the strings.
What about Mr. Escher?
Checkmate. He's just running his own agenda. He's a freelancer of a different stripe.
What I don't understand, though, is why are they after you?
Because they can only do what they do if no one sees them for who they are.
And you pose a threat because...
Because I know.
And they know that you know.
And now they know that you know.
We both sound like we're off our meds.
Well, they depend on that. You call them out on it, they just say you're crazy.
I assume they can travel back and forth?
You want to catch a ride home?
I didn't say that.
You know, you won't be the same person you were when you left.
The longer I stay here, the more the future starts slipping away.
One day you're gonna wake up and just wonder if any of it ever really happened.
Have you seen these latest deaths? 16-year-old high school junior takes a header into an empty swimming pool. Mother of two strips off all her clothes and walks out into traffic. The only thing that these two have in common is flash in their systems. So now you want to tell me what happens when somebody decides to put this into the water supply? We are nowhere with this.
With all due respect, sir, we've got our hands full with these gang murders.
Still a good chance it's all connected.
What?
Sorry, I thought this was important. Carlos asked me to track high-level coalition kings.
Gabriel.
You know him.
Yeah, we've got some history. He's next in line to lead the Kings, but he went underground when they started stacking bodies.
Well, it looks like he just surfaced. I've got GPS coordinates on an old cell phone we're tracking.
Nice. Good work, Betty. Maybe Gabriel can lead us to Sonia.
It's about time something broke our way.
If we can find him, so can Travis.
It's not gonna end, is it? Not till one of you dies.
I didn't start this war.
But you can end it.
I intend to. She's already on the run. Look, if you don't want to go along for this ride, Jazz, I understand. I've already made you a target.
That was my choice. What about Sonia's soldiers?
Already taken out 6 kings. Rest will be easy.
She'll find a way to build her ranks.
So will I.
Hey, Nadia.
Hey,
Heard you had it kind of rough.
a couple surgeries. I get out tomorrow. How'd it go with you?
Oh, the arm—it's okay. I know you really don't know me all that well. Can I ask you something?
Sure, I guess.
Is it really what they say it is? The Flash?
Right. You never took any. It was crazy. I must have been in the ambulance after the accident, but in my head, I was body surfing in Oahu.
You remembered body surfing?
Not just remembering, I was there. The water, the sun, that drop in my stomach when I rode the wave.
In this experience, did you choose to remember it, or did it just happen?
I don't know. I think it was a choice. Why?
There's some things that my dad told me before he died. Things I didn't understand. Things I have to understand now. But I realize that's not a possibility.
It is possible, Alec. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I don't know if you can trust it.
I don't understand.
That experience, that ride, it was never that perfect in real life. Maybe all you'll see is what you hope is true.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're trying to avoid me. How's it going?
What are you doing here?
Having a mole removed.
Right.
How's your girlfriend?
She's just a friend, and she's fine.
Lucky for the both of you. So I assume you've been giving some thought to formalizing our arrangement?
Yeah, I've given it some thought.
And?
I'm gonna need more time.
I can live with that. But the offer isn't open-ended. I will need an answer.
I get that.
Okay, good. In the meantime, you stay out of cars with teenagers. And check your email. It's just a little mock-up of the research lab we could provide. And yes, those are dedicated servers.
Gabriel, how you doing?
What do you want, Finegra?
I just want to know why a guy that's so smart is being so stupid and associating with terrorists.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Coalition Kings working with Liberate. Moving product. Putting out hits. Missing.
You got it wrong, detective.
Well, either way, still gotta bring you in for questioning.
Got my rights?
Yeah, you do. You have the right to be gunned down like your man at the airport. Like it or not, Gabriel, we're the best friends you got right now. We're out there looking for the scumbag that's killing your men. Just need a little help.
I'd rather take my chances with a psychopath. Or maybe just you.
We should go.
She's got more sense than you do.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Want to explain the sudden exit?
I planted a tracking chip on our friend back there.
Oh, you didn't even get close to him.
I give away all my secrets, I lose my mystique. He's heading east on Hastings.
You know, I have done this before. And I don't need any fancy toys to teach me how to tail a suspect.
Now south on Renfrew?
This could turn out to be a real headache.
What are you talking about?
Well, if you're right, Sonya has recruited Gabriel and the Coalition Kings to take out Travis. And she's using the drugs to pay for it, right?
Then the divide is done. All we have to do is conquer.
Sure, but if either one of them wins their private war, then they come out of this twice as strong.
That makes it simple. We take them both down. You think he's alone?
We're about to find out.
Bunch of punks with badges, I don't care. But when we made our deal, our guys weren't being butchered like a bunch of farm animals. Our guys weren't being hunted by a psychopath.
Gabriel, your boss is dead. That leaves you in charge. Your cut just got a whole lot bigger. Now I need you to calm yourself.
I'm calling this in.
Call me when you are done. I am leaving.
She's on the move. We lose Sonia, we lose everything.
Kira, wait.
You good?
Yeah, Peachy.
Give me your gun.
I gotta get you out of here.
I gotta get her first. Shit. This way! Let's go!
Go, go, go!
Good, go! You okay?
Yeah, you?
You trying to get us killed?
No, just Sonia. She's long gone.
How'd it go?
When you lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas. And the protector.
Are we moving again?
No. And not any time in the near future, because I am done getting my hands dirty. Kagami knew inspiring her followers is the only way to ensure our fight outlives us. Theseus is a part of that. But we can also set an example. From now on, we no longer associate with criminals or those who would willingly steal from or exploit the very people that we are trying to liberate. We will use the weakness of the system against it. We will expose corruption and hypocrisy where it lives, and we will sacrifice. But only when there is no peaceful alternative.
Nice speech. Reminds me of Kagami. We know how that ended.
There was a conspiracy brewing in that building that would have made slaves of us all. He had to get the world's attention.
That's exactly my point. If you want to make an omelet, you have to crack some eggs.
You're drawing the wrong lesson.
I am drawing the exact same lesson that Travis has been making since day one of this revolution. He who will not yield to reason will yield to persuasion.
What will you do when that kind of persuasion comes looking for you? Do you really think you can stop Travis with this?
Welcome to my makeshift kingdom, spaceship engines, Inca, Maya, Lakota, Timsha, Africa, rising, Middle East, China. We don't give a fuck, let the griddle keep burning. Truth be told,
There's no answer. Like this World Council isn't happening. Hey.
What's this?
Listen up. I'm here with news about your boss.
Okay. What do you think you know?
Easy, friend. He wanted to let you know he'd be late. And he said I could get started in the meantime. Does anyone have a problem with that?
Yes, I have a problem with that. I would like to see some ink, because I think you might be one of those Coalition King scumbags.
3rd Airborne, RF Brigade, Captain.
Soldier.
AWOL.
What's in the case?
If you'd let me finish, I think all your questions will be answered. I'm here on behalf of every gang leader in the city with a simple message. The tent's big enough for all of us.
You want us to make peace with the Kings? They declared war on us. Who the hell are you to speak for all the leaders?
Someone's got to. Because they can't speak for themselves.
What the hell did you do?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your boss, Mr. Wolford. The Kings didn't do any of this. No gangs did this.
You're insane.
Insane? These are street soldiers killing each other day in, day out over turf. Over penny-ante disagreements. You guys could ever suck it up and join forces, you could own the city.
An answer to you? Meet the new boss. Is that it?
Keep your internal structure just the way you like it. No one interferes. Disagreements come up. You've got someone to straighten them out.
You?
The only headway the cops have ever made against your clubs is what you've done to yourselves. I'm asking you to do the last thing they'd ever suspect. Break bread. Unite. Now, if that sounds good to you, and you'd like to keep your heads firmly attached to your bodies, signify by stepping up.
Welcome to my makeshift kingdom. Welcome to my makeshift kingdom. Welcome to my makeshift kingdom. Everything that was, everything that is, everything that will be, everything is this. Welcome to my makeshift kingdom, to my makeshift kingdom.
Something wrong?
No? What about you?
Now that you mention it, I would have liked to hear about your arrangement with Kellogg from you instead of His Highness.
There's no agreement. It's still just talk.
You can't trust him, Alec. He's just out to make a fast buck.
I know why you're worried, but even if you know where you're headed, doesn't mean you can't make a course correction.
It's not that easy. It may not even be possible.
There's free will, Kira. And if you don't believe in that, then what are any of us doing?
Okay. That's the last time I want to learn anything important about you through Kellogg. Please, keep me in the loop 24/7.
Okay.
I also need you to look into this mysterious Mr. Escher. Get me everything and anything you can find.
Are you having breakfast?
No, I'm gonna go. But I bet you could get that cute girl you've been eyeballing to share a table.
No, I don't think so.
What's stopping you?
Well, you, for one thing. She probably thinks I'm taken.
Don't flatter yourself.
Wait. Look, I'm not gonna hurt you. Nobody's gonna hurt you, I guarantee that. Look, I promise, Travis, the Syndicate has your back now.
Hannah.
Oh, let the music wash over you.
Hannah. 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 You're gonna be fine. It's your sister. Come on.
I'm so glad you guys made it. It's perfect. It's a perfect moment.
Hannah? Hannah, listen to me. Give me your hand. I'm gonna get you to a Medipod. Come on. It's gonna be fine.
Father always wanted me to be special. Perfect. At least he still has you. Hannah. Hannah, don't.